it's Weezy, and I'm here to tell you about upcoming tour dates. First on the list, December 12th, we're going to be in Boston at the Somerville Armory. Come check us out there. January 18th, Detroit, we're going to be at the Majestic Theater. I'm actually really excited for Detroit, just mainly because I want to gamble. Cleveland, January 21st, we're going to be at the Cleveland Improv. Come and see us. Chicago, we're coming back on January 22nd to the Chicago Improv. New York, now, not to make this alarming or scary, but we are almost sold out of tickets for New York. They went on sale Friday. I am recording this on Monday, and I want you guys to know that VIP is already gone. The show is about 90% sold out, so please grab your tickets, and hopefully you get them in time. Dallas, February 20th, we're going to be at the Canton Hall, and Houston, February 23rd, we're going to be at the Houston Improv. Hey! So, if you didn't hear your city, Atlanta, Orlando, Charlotte, Las Vegas, the Bay, Los Angeles, Toronto, New Orleans, we just want you to know that your city isn't coming up in January or February. However, we're working on announcing soon. So for March and April, get ready. For the rest of you who heard those dates, come and see us. Get tickets on whoreible.decisions.com and come see the best fucking live podcast show you've ever seen. Bitch!
Hey guys! Welcome to another episode of Whoreible Decisions. This is your girl Mandii B, aka Pet Stallion, aka Dat Bitch. And I'm sitting across from...
I'm Weezy. Hi, guys. I just found out today or yesterday that, not yesterday, a minute ago, the gummy is setting in that I took today, by the way, that Weezy is actually my AKA. So some of you have been DMing me different AKAs that I could have. That's the one. And you're going to like it. You're going to take it. And I'm sorry. I can't handle the pressure of coming up with AKAs. People have literally sent me them by the 10s, by the 5s. And I'll be like, God damn. No, I don't want to have a spiel because I feel like I'm going to fuck it up. I'm going to say my own AKA and ruin it. I'm going to be like, I'm Weezy, AKA PH Peg. Damn. And I want to just know what I'm saying.
I mean, there's not one that you would want to keep?
Yeah,
no.
Like, what are some of them that they give you? Like, I'm curious. What's an AKA to Weezy?
They're all about like chakras and crying and niggas and threesomes. Threesome Tammy is one of them, and I'm like, what?
Threesome Tammy.
That's funny.
Wow.
That's actually funny.
Bukkake Betty, like,
Whoa.
which I've never even had. I'm just into watching it, and it's just like I don't got it. So. Caucasian Kathy when I'm in the mood.
You guys hear a third voice on the mic, and I'm super excited to introduce, you're not my friend, but we have Josh in the studio, who is a photographer.
Hey, I like that.
Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Josh, Mr. Photographer on Instagram, Mr._Photographer, FOOTOGRAG.
Come on.
Got me nervous over here.
Don't be nervous.
Yo, you literally take pictures of people's scrunched up feet. I'm nervous. I feel like you're going to try to fuck my feet across this table.
What?
It feels...
It's not like that.
Yo,
right.
Think about it though, right?
You have a fetish, right?
Yeah, but here's my point. We always think the foot shit, like we as just society, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously I have this show, it's not weird anymore. Mm-hmm. We think feet shit is crazy. We think it's like the most insane thing. Mm-hmm. But somehow, bitches on leashes, we're like, oh yeah, I get it, BDSM.
Exactly. So why is it that the actual number one fetish is feet?
I see.
Why is that so taboo?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm asking you, I don't know.
Like, no, I mean, why do you think it? Why do you look at feet like that?
I'm making jokes here because that's my role on the podcast.
Got you.
But I think for me, there's one thing that happened to me. Like, I have people talk about my feet while I'm out in public, and I wonder why I'm always tripping about it.
Talk about it.
Like, yo, you got staircase toes, and I'm like, nigga, you're in it. You knew to the Urban Dictionary word for my shit, and I'm like, okay, so. Why is feet so fucking creepy, right? And I'm like wondering, and I'm like, I wonder if it's because it's not something that's just normally sexualized that's on your body. Like, because to be real with you, like if a dude was like, yo, you got a nice ass, that doesn't happen to me because my ass is small, but I'm trying to think of something else. Yo, you have great tits, right? Paid for these, I've worked on them. Someone said I had nice titties on the train. I'd be like, he's trash, but also like, I get it. But if a nigga was like, your feet look good, I'd be like, yo, he's gonna murder me.
Oh my God. I mean, so what do you get petties and stuff for? Like why do you paint your toes?
The same reason I paint my hands. I believe it's cleanliness.
I mean, and you don't. And you don't and you
claiming this and keeping them because they're out.
And you find it weird that a guy can appreciate that?
I don't find it weird that they appreciate it, but I think that maybe why it can be a weird thing is because we want to know what it is about the feet. I feel like with titties, like they jump up and down, they're juicy. Like we kind of like get the part of titties like a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
really, it's just like a ball of fat. Like what do you? What do you?
You're
get?
Like that's not my jam. Wow. But I'm
just saying. No, I'm a titty man, but I'm just saying like.
No, because we're used to titties being sexualized.
Got you. The thing is just that it's aesthetically pleasing. I don't know
and
what
curves,
it is.
Childbearing hips, like those things make sense.
Your feet got curves.
Say that before we get into it, because that's definitely going to be the horrible decision and kink for this episode.
He is in defense of the feet.
I think we've talked about feet a lot on this podcast, but I feel like you're like a foot expert or a foot fetish expert. I would say
we had one episode. It was like 8. It was where a girl was talking about selling pictures of her feet. It was Alicia, and other than that, we really never covered feet again.
Wow.
Except I'm now like into feet. Clearly, I've talked about it. I'm getting an OnlyFans for my feet. It will be Full Court Soles. SOLES. For those of you who did follow my Instagram for my feet, it did get deleted twice.
That's crazy.
Within 24 hours. So,
I blame the barbs.
You know, I am blaming the barbs.
I'm blaming the
also
barbs.
blaming Sesta, but that's a whole nother conversation. I wanted to get into the vanilla shit before we get into the kink of the week, which clearly is feet. For this, Weezy picked it out. It's from BBC.com. Japan glasses ban for women at work sparks a backlash.
You said kink of the week. I was like, I picked
vanilla shit before we get into the kink of the week. Several local news outlets said some companies had banned eyewear for female employees for various reasons. Among them, some retail chains reportedly said glasses wearing shop assistants gave a cold impression. That has sparked heated discussion on Japanese social media over dress practices and women in the workplace. They included safety reasons for airline workers or being unable to see makeup properly for women working in the beauty sector.
That's so fucking dumb.
I think it's super dumb as well.
Like, how is my glasses not helping me see, nigga? What?
Right.
Like, yo, I read this article when I was high. Like most days I've been spending my time on the internet. But when I was reading it, I thought that something was typed wrong. I was like,
glasses.
Because in that one of the sentences was because they can't see makeup. And I was like, but you understand now I got 4 eyes?
Yeah.
The shit is doubled.
That's crazy.
And what's crazy is I'm reading this too. If you guys want to read more into this, you can actually look up the hashtag KUTOO. It's in solidarity with the cause, and it's mirroring the Me Too movement that we have here against sexual abuse. The slogan plays on the Japanese words for shoes, kutsu, and pain, kutsu with 2 U's. I don't be understanding other languages. I barely understand the goddamn English language. Supporters were further aggravated after a Japanese minister said it is necessary for companies to enforce dress codes that also mandated high heels for women.
Now, that didn't surprise me because when we go to clubs and they say you can't wear flats and shit like that.
They do that.
So it's just like that.
But at work, I got to wear heels to work?
I don't know why that shit didn't surprise me, dog. I really did not find that surprising. There's a lot of companies that require, I mean, even airlines, you're not allowed to wear flats.
Oh, yeah, you can't wear flats.
Has to be a certain
and some little heel.
Like, and as much as they want to say that's their quote unquote uniform, it's totally all about like women wanting to be perceived a certain way. So, no,
of course, they want them to look sexy.
I think
so, which maybe to me, I know they blamed glasses as being a cold look, but maybe they don't feel like it's attractive for the women to be wearing.
Glasses turn me on so much. I find them to be one of the like sexiest accessories that you could wear. Like, I think that it gives you such another look, and it's like, you know, we're used to like librarian and teacher fantasies. Like, I think I
ain't even gonna hold you. When I was in school, I used to go to Claire's, get my little unprescribed glasses.
My unprescribed.
They had no prescription. But I was like, I'm finna wear these glasses and look cute.
Definitely sexy.
And it's crazy because I'm talking to a guy now. And ironically, he's a scientist, and I don't believe in science.
What kind of scientist? What's that mean?
He has a PhD in engineering, so he does like computer shit.
Computer science.
I mean, it's still science.
Wait, you don't believe in science?
No, that's a whole nother conversation.
Hey, bruh. The world is nuts.
Wait a minute.
Fucking in no science.
We be talking to like, it's so funny. And then, so right now, we're like making jokes, calling him an evil scientist because science is evil too. And so he sounds like the Dr. Evil.
Wow. What is it that you don't believe in?
But no,
he can't even let it go. But let's do it. Fuck it, we got time.
No. But
just tell him one thing.
Anyways, when we talk,
you want to know what Mandii said when?
Here we go. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Anyways, just listen to the episode with Andrew Schultz. Okay.
Okay.
No, but we were talking and it's crazy because he puts on contacts all the time, and I'm like, damn, you don't have glasses? I literally asked while he was putting on his contacts, like, I want to see him with the glasses on because I do like how glasses make people look.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's crazy. You know what? Fucking science, and they made contacts. Damn it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That was funny.
That was funny. You go.
If it was just all so simple, and they just could have left it to the. I mean, the glasses are science too, but contacts. That's when they just really stepped it. Blame that nigga.
I'm blaming the government. Nah, I do be blaming him on shit though. But he's letting me know how much science is really like. It be evil, bro. Like, it's really the government. I'm telling you. Science is the government, okay?
Yeah, I definitely got to listen to that episode.
No, you do. It's good.
Bro, Mandii said recently, like, I don't know, it was a few months ago, I had brought up something with Epstein. She was like, I don't believe this conspiracy theory shit. And you just said,
what?
Science is the government.
That's not a conspiracy theory, it's facts.
Bro,
AIDS even became a thing because they was putting shit in monkeys, bro. The government was doing that shit.
Bro, no one said the government doesn't abuse their power like on the daily, but also like science, my nigga.
We're not gonna do this. Anywho.
You know what was crazy?
What?
To
what is
fix
crazy,
your
bro?
voice, you just did a trick, right?
This is water in a straw, bitch.
You're good. You're good. I
But
see what you're going with it.
It seems like...
This is what someone told me to do.
But, right. So if it's...
This is natural. The same way, bitch, you be out here putting macaroon on your pussy to get...
Wait a minute.
Wow.
You be talking about macaroon and it make you horny. That's natural.
Oh, putting it on your pussy. No. You put it in a smoothie.
Oh,
bitch.
I didn't know what you was doing with the macaroon.
I thought she said macaroons.
Not macaroons, bitch.
Bro, like niggas eat spirulina and shit. Macaroon, yeah, it makes you horny. No. I'm just saying, like, also natural things are science, like rain and, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. How we got here? Do you have that answer?
You didn't believe in science.
Nah,
Right,
that's how we got
there. There's really no answer. Like, y'all just want to find an answer for shit. How do we get here? How?
I thought
Your
you meant the
mama
conversation.
See, that's how we
Some
got
Jamaican
here.
nigga.
That's it. And then boom, I came out of pussy.
And you know what's crazy? That little tiny sperm
Here we
and
go.
Tammy's egg got together. I don't know if it was science. Maybe it was the Lord. And he was like, Mandii B.
Y'all decide when it's science and religion. Period. And none of it makes sense to me, okay? There we go.
Both of them.
Both of them. I ain't gonna hold you. We gonna get to the kink of the week now. So we are going to do a lot of talking and discussing about foot fetish, and it's crazy because if you guys are listeners and have gone back all the way to maybe episode 1, we may have talked about it. We went for a long time asking people, would you rather lick ass and eat toes? Weezy's mom was just on here and we had a whole debate on what's cleaner, the ass or the feet. The feet have been a constant topic on this show, and it's one that I most recently began liking. Somehow I now give foot massages after fucking. I have given a foot job. I used to hate feet, bro, and now look at me.
Wait, we can't even get past the eat ass versus suck toes. You telling me how is eating ass way
let's talk about
less
this.
taboo than sucking toes? That shit is weird to me. How?
You're already eating pussy. The ass is right there. The foot is a few feet down.
All right, but
And then she said,
listen,
wait,
I'm not talking bad about eating ass because I fucks with it, but
Same.
like, how can you like? That's where shit
so,
come out
so
of.
her logic was
Like,
that
nothing comes out of your toes.
Well, to me, I think that nothing comes out of that's bullshit.
what? That
I mean,
carry
a
weight.
healthy foot
a healthy
versus
foot.
a healthy ass. Like,
what's a healthy foot versus a healthy
because she's
ass?
about to say like mad extra stuff about feet.
I was, but to me, like, you're walking on the ground with your feet, so why would I put them in my mouth? Opposed to like you washing your ass and not having shit on it.
She believes that people pay more attention to washing their ass than they do their feet. Wait, Eden, do you agree?
I agree.
I agree.
You do
I
agree?
Yeah.
I didn't.
But I see that you like feet better. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like the average person isn't using pumice every day and like
But you
cleaning
get what I'm
between
saying?
their toes.
How weird that is. Like, how can you like?
That we look at feet in such disgust.
It's weird for you,
But we
my
worship
photographer
ass.
friend.
Right.
We
She
worship
said what?
We worship ass.
You do worship ass
Yeah.
even though shit comes out of it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So the kink of the week for this week is none other than podophilia, which is the paraphilia involving sexual attraction to feet. Now,
Pod, not ped.
yeah, podophilia. It's
Because
crazy.
pedophilia sounds like it could be feet too.
Oh,
Pedicures.
pedicure. Ooh, I didn't even think of
They
that.
really fucked that one up.
They did. They shouldn't have said that.
You know, whoever made it, you know,
They don't fuck
maybe,
with feet.
No, they don't. They made it too close.
Word.
But pods. Wait, are pods feet? What is a pod?
Maybe it's some doctor shit. I don't know.
Is it a
Science.
I'm too
I
dumb
don't
to
know.
know this.
We're not going to do this shit. So I'm excited because Weezy already started. She had a lot of questions regarding feet. This is going to be our episode on where you guys can kind of understand the sexual attraction to feet.
Bam, here we go.
Here we go.
Photographer.
She's
When
starting
did
it.
you, what was the first foot when you were like, this is it?
You know what it is? Oh wow, they brought it up on the big screen. You know what it is? Like
No, I don't.
that was good. When it comes to like finding out the origin of like how did you get a foot fetish, when it always starts, the story's always the same for guys. It always starts when they're younger. Sometimes it's even like when they're like 7, 8, but like
Really?
yeah, like it's, I don't know, maybe I wasn't picked up enough as a child, maybe I was just too close to the ground and feet.
I don't think there's some
But
kind of like weird thing associated. I think you just like what you like.
nah,
You think there's
I
a
think it's-
commonality on
I
how
think
you've
it's deeper
grown
than
up?
that. I think it's deeper than that.
You told me the logic that you think. So why do you think that
She's got a
people-
good one with the
people
ankle
feel
bracelet.
like-
Yeah, that's prison bay right there.
I really like,
Hey.
but I like her legs.
Why
prison
do you
break.
think? Why do you think that people have foot fetishes, and where does it derive from?
That's a tricky question because I do feel it's different for everybody.
Okay.
But I could talk about my personal experience. Like when it got kind of crazy, a teacher did it to me actually. Yeah, I was in Florida for like 2 years, and like,
Always some Florida shit.
word, she would always like put her feet up on the desk and stuff like that.
What?
Yeah, like when she
Where in
finally saw
Florida?
me, Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Yeah, when she finally saw me like peeping her out, like it got worse. Like she started like doing it on purpose, smiling and shit.
No way.
Yeah, and then from then,
How
I
old were
walked
you?
with my head down.
How old were you when this happened?
I was about, what, 14? 15?
And she started
Your
playing with her
teacher
feet. Look, this is some bullshit.
basically did a fucking
one of those, yeah.
Like most people relax.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Somehow you were like,
Nah, I was just staring, and then she caught me staring, and then she just took it to another level. And
I need
was
to
like,
know when you saw him, right? Like, is it like I want to stick my dick in him?
Nah,
I want to lick him.
What do you want to do to feet when you see them?
suck on toes, I guess. That's
Suck on
at
toes.
that time. That's what I was thinking about. Like
Okay.
I'm
But
young.
now
I
you
wouldn't know what to do with
You've
it.
advanced now?
Yeah, I'm a grown ass man. Let's get it.
I want to talk about advancement. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Okay, so like titties. Like when I see
Yeah, like
good
what's
titties,
the
I wanna,
difference from a dude fucking titties as opposed
What's
to feet?
crazy is that
Think about it.
a study found that almost half of people surveyed have a foot fetish. So what's crazy is that we have this stigma around feet, but so many people have a foot fetish.
I think it's just because it's not a common sexualized part.
It's actually the
No,
most
but
common.
it
to be
is the
honest,
most
No. I mean, like, no, it's not.
it is
A
the
foot
most
fetish
common.
It's not common
considered
above
a
titties and ass. Those
What's
are-
crazy is a foot fetish is considered a
Thighs.
mainstream sexual kink.
It's a mainstream kink.
It's more commonly talked about and understood than any other type of fetishes.
Yeah, but-
and feet are considered the most fetishized body part besides genital body part.
I want to
This
just
is
say
all
for the
coming-
YouTube viewership, notice this is 2 against 1. They are sitting on one side of the table
This is
together.
coming from
Ganging up
health-
on me with their toes and all.
This is
4
coming-
to 1.
This is
feet
coming-
in
And you
this
want to know
room.
what's crazy? You actually have pretty feet.
Thank you.
I actually did my homework.
And this is coming
Wow.
from healthline.com. So if you motherfuckers want to talk about science, this is coming from healthline.com.
Boom.
So this, I do want to get into the science of this. I don't know if it's true, but it says that the biology of foot fetishes is that your feet are covered with nerve endings, and nerve endings equal greater, often more intense sensations. So tickling, rubbing, and massaging may all feel immensely better
that's-
on feet.
That's you getting your feet worshipped. That I want to talk, like, to me, because we're talking more of the other
So
person.
let me ask you,
But
are you giving massaging and rubbing to feet, what does that do for you as someone who's giving and not receiving that intense sensation?
Like I said, it's different for everybody. Me, I'm a pleaser. So like for them getting fulfillment out of that, basically.
Okay. I like giving massages too.
What about like you said I have pretty feet.
Yeah.
You think Mandii has pretty feet. This girl's got pretty feet. What's the thing that makes feet pretty?
Oh, good question.
There we go again. It's all perspective. A lot of guys are different. Some guys like the bottom of the foot. Some guys like the toes. Some guys like the little staircase toes, I guess how they say.
The arch.
Yeah, the arch. It's very different aspects. For me personally, I feel like toes define a pretty foot.
Me too.
Like, yeah, like alignment, all that. So
I agree. It's funny because I was just in the club in Atlanta, and I'm sitting next to this guy, and he's telling me how much he enjoys feet. So he's looking at my toes, and I had an anklet on, and he's like, "And you got an anklet?"
Hey.
And the anklet added. So I actually
y'all was talking about glasses.
Bitch, you got
between them teeth.
So I'm telling you, it's funny because they actually brought up the adornment that can go and be associated with feet. So, of course, when we've talked about foot fetishes before, we talked about shoes and heels.
I have to read this comment. I really enjoy toe rings. I love seeing quotation marks, regular women out and about who wear them. I always do a double take if I see it in public. Now, when he says regular women, does he mean like civilian non-foot fetish bitch?
Non-foot models, yeah.
Non-foot models.
Okay.
It's funny because the adornments we normally talk about are high heels and shoes, but toe rings, anklets.
Can you back out of this? I want to pick. I want to pick my least favorite foot.
This one for me.
I mean, you got to look at everything with a foot. True.
See, I feel like those nails are too long right there. I don't like how long those nails stick out.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. But I mean, obviously, I'm sure that's somebody's shit.
It's a great shot, by the way.
Keep going. Go to the next picture. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Too long for you?
Too long.
I mean, some dudes actually have.
They look pretty head on.
Yeah,
like
toenail fetish is a thing as well. I want to talk about.
It's like a lot of sub fetishes within.
Nah, keep
the
going. We
fetish.
gotta keep
I want to talk about
dog.
two of the other, what you just talked about. So one of the aspects of foot fetishism is the humiliation aspect. One psychological element of a foot fetish is humiliation. Feet are often considered below people. That is, some people think of feet as a lowly body part. So that sets up a dynamic some people find appealing.
Now she bugging. This is. That's them
Yo, these are all my friends. These are my friends. I can have y'all coming at them.
But I also want to be sure that the people that are not watching us on YouTube still feel included in the conversation. So I want to bring up the domination aspect of foot
That's
fetishism.
actually very big within it. But here's a big misconception with it. Like a lot of people look at foot fetish in men, of course, like as being a submissive act, and that's totally not true. Because because I'm dominant in the bedroom. So a lot of people. Oh gosh, here we go. Let me hear this.
I'm only laughing because you're like, oh, it's a submissive act. No,
it's looked at as a submissive act.
It is, but I think it's because most feet shit that we see is foot worship. So worshiping, any kind of worshiping is like you showing your devotion for something is generally deemed as sub. But I agree with you.
And I think that's bad.
Yeah, it is a shitty thing to say. Like a dom can like love your body so much that he wants to fucking spank the shit.
So why can't you understand men into feet?
So what I was gonna say,
you want to throw these?
I gotta come back.
You want to go toe to toe.
But what I want to tell you,
Pun
especially seeing
intended.
her response, I'm sure a lot of people have this response, like, "Oh, that's weird." Has your foot fetish ever affected your dating or relationships or meeting people, and were they thrown off by it?
Luckily, no, because.
You say I shoot
because anytime like women are generally open to stuff like when they feeling you, like when they like you.
I
like
agree.
They generally.
I've dated dudes who are into feet.
Like there's many girls that I've dealt with that was totally not into feet, but then after dealing with me, they're like, "Can I be a foot model?"
You guys have heard me talk about Beard Bay on this podcast for about a year. One of the first times I fucked him, I watched him looking at my feet while he was coming. And I was like, oh, this nigga ain't shit. And then when we were doing missionary, like if my feet were up here, I know he liked it. And then I would literally in the summertime, he'd be like, red. You know I like white. If you have to go any other color, red is fine. But you know I want white. And I'm like,
it's so funny you said that. I got flued out one time. And before I got on the plane, he asked me what color my toenails were. And he wanted them white. And so before I even went to his house, he sent me to go get white toes.
Shut up.
Swear to God.
Bitch, don't come in this house. I done
Yeah.
blew that pussy out.
Yeah.
You got pink.
I literally went to the nail salon straight from the airport. My homegirl came and picked me up, and we went and got our feet done. And when she dropped me off, I had my toes done. And
What is it about the popularity?
Before
of
we go
white?
forward, I got to give him some advice.
Yeah.
Next time, put the feet in your face while you fucking it. It's a wrap.
I've done that now.
That's the most
I've done
amazing
that
shit in the world, bro.
24/7. Instead of my hands, we've been in missionary position, and I've done it recently.
That's the best position in the
where I
world.
think I can tell you like feet because I talked about how the heels of my foot
I gotta
rub
tell
his
somebody
balls.
about this.
And so when I was in missionary position, you know how you grab a face like this?
Of course.
I did it with my feet. So instead of having my feet on his chest, I literally scrunched my feet like to hold his face.
Fire, fire,
And he loved it.
fire, fire, fire.
What are other positions in sex that involve feet without talking about a foot job?
Fire.
Fire. For me, that's probably the best one.
Okay.
Anything else? I mean, doggy, holding the foot at the same time.
Okay.
It's not too many positions you could do. Like that's
With
kind of
feet?
crazy.
No,
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna give us some new ones.
Yeah, I was supposed to-
You seem like a pro
I could-
out
now,
here.
if we talking about foot job positions, now we could get into some shit with
Okay.
that.
Weezy showed us a foot job on Andrew's water bottle when we went on The Brilliant Idiot.
That's just because
Wait,
even
we should
though
have been doing that on this one.
Right.
What's
no,
up?
real life. Look.
Even though I have a fupa, I do have a very strong core.
Wow, she
I,
said a fupa.
I do.
Yeah.
I just love to eat, but underneath it is strong.
Oh my god.
This is no bullshit.
what are the different foot job positions, I guess?
Typical ones. I can't. It's hard to describe it.
Are
like-
foot jobs your shit, or would you rather just like touch and suck on toes?
Are you saying like that's the main thing that to get me off? Mm-hmm. No.
But do you like them?
Foot job is like foreplay for me.
Okay.
'Cause
But
it's
you
a long
come-
way
but
to
you
go.
come
Yeah,
during
yeah.
a foot job.
Yeah.
That's
Have
not
you came
foreplay
on
when
feet
you come.
before?
Yeah.
He
Come
makes
on.
videos of it.
I make videos.
Oh, you do?
You didn't do your homework.
No, I stayed on Instagram.
Oh,
I did. nigga.
yeah. Don't
it's
click
on
the
Twitter.
link. Do not
the
click
one
the
on
link.
Twitter.
Do not click the
so
link,
if you go
people.
to Mr._photographer.
Don't
on
do it.
Twitter
Don't
too.
even pull it up on this
So
big
he-
screen,
no,
bro.
No, no,
Oh, we can't. We'll go on YouTube.
But
I can.
So I wanted to talk to you about this because, of course, I've mentioned my OnlyFans earlier.
Mm-hmm,
You do clicks for sale.
Clips for sale.
Clips
yeah.
for sale, which is where you're coming on feet. You're getting foot jobs.
Yeah.
How much are you able to sell those videos for? And how much money can be made in feet?
It's
fetish, right,
it's
right.
very different when it comes to producers and it comes to models. Models make a shit ton.
I'm working
way
on it.
more. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if you're not about that life where I take it on
Oh,
Twitter.
yeah, I'm not
You know what I
ready
mean?
for it.
That's
What do you mean? So
that's
on
where
Twitter-
that's
so
where the
we-
big the bread is
The
at.
big bucks are, so if I'm with someone and we're having sex and I record me giving them a foot job, I've said I don't think I'm down to do like where I'm giving a foot job and having come all over my feet. But he said that those are the best selling videos.
I could see that. I could get into. I'm like, all right.
Well, you like come everywhere, so
I'm thinking. I just lost my train of thought. This was what I wanted to ask. I've been thinking about this question. I keep losing it because I'm high. So we had an episode. Don't remember the number. Dallas Penn was on it, and he talked about how he liked to jerk off into shoes. Do you find that people with foot fetishes start getting attracted to all other shit? Like, have you ever ran into that thing with shoes where people have requested videos or?
well, not only that, also pantyhose, anything associated.
Yeah, like
with
there's
feet.
a lot of stuff associated with feet. I'm more about the foot. Me
Okay.
personally, like I said, I can't talk about what other people are, generally into, but like I'm more about the foot. But yeah, there's a lot of hosiery, shoes and different things like that. Like I don't know where that stemmed from, but of course it's tied into the feet.
The thing that I was most interested, because I was trying to figure this out too, when we were shooting, he had me scrunch my feet. So can you talk to the audience
Let's pull
about
it up. Well, I mean,
Well,
might as well.
May I?
So I did do a video. I mean, you could pull up the video.
No, not the Twitter, not the Twitter. Oh,
Yeah,
not
no,
the Twitter.
the video we made. I actually airdropped it and sent it.
Oh yes, we watched it while you went downstairs.
Yeah, so
I
the
will
video,
say the editing skill on how
It's
her
really good.
foot
It's
really
went
nice,
into
yeah.
the B-roll. You could actually do regular shit.
Yeah, no, he,
I'm actually a regular photographer. I do portraits.
PHO.
So he had me do the scrunching of my feet. He made me spread my toes, wiggle my toes. He was, this is kind of just the shows. He made me do this. There was a lot of different things.
Did you bring the toe rings?
No, those
No,
were
no,
mine.
that was her.
I bought those.
I wonder. You know how like certain photographers they'll have like
The
wardrobe
accessories and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's why I was so curious.
It's actually a good
And then-
idea. We should
yeah.
get some Toes.
One of the things he did make me put it on top of each other, rub it up my leg. That's the scrunch.
You was laughing the whole time.
Because
at
that scrunching shit was funny as fuck to me. So I want to ask you.
Oh, man.
And see, right? That's kind of dope.
The ghetto. I'm just playing.
She stayed fucking with my nails.
No, I can't get off of how Sid and Reezy did it and not me, bitch.
So I want to ask you, and we talked about it before, what is with the scrunching of feet and the spreading of toes? What are those? What does that bring to people who have foot fetishes? You can take my feet off the screen now.
Not leave it for good measure.
This is another thing. It's all about perspective. I'm going to continue to say that because I know the foot community is going to come at me for certain things that I say.
Okay.
But when it comes to like scrunching, when you scrunch, you see like it's wrinkled and stuff like that. Men generally look at it as like friction for like
For their dick.
their dick.
Because I thought that the point of like the spreading
this
was
right
like
here.
to stick tongue in it and shit.
I mean that too when it comes to the spreading,
Oh,
and
is this
also
for like because it kind of looks like a pussy when they're close?
I mean, this is
that's
the
considered the
scrunching.
quote unquote fourth hole. So like
Oh, so a guy would stick his dick right there.
yeah.
Do you spit on it or use lube?
Whoa.
Or what happens? How do you lube a foot?
whatever you prefer.
How's
Baby,
that not too big
baby
toe?
oil, baby oil, coconut oil. Yeah.
So how
However you wanna do
many
it.
models have you taken foot pictures of? Hundreds?
I can't hundreds, yeah.
Okay. And you, Mandii, this
Yeah,
was my
here we
main
go.
question. When you saw the nigga Mr. Photographer come
Right.
up, you were like, yeah, I'm just going to have him come to my house.
So actually, so
Actually-
it's crazy. That is what. So one of our listeners suggested him, especially because I think I was online talking about my
The
foot page.
the mini mystic, by the way.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
Look at him. He's like, yes,
Shout out to
bitch.
her. But not only that, he tags a lot of the girls that he's shot. So I did ask for a reference before, like to make sure he wasn't a serial killer. Not gonna lie,
Really? I didn't know.
I did associate feet with
Weirdos.
not with murder.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
And it said murder.
Because let me tell you how Netflix works. And this is honestly how a lineup, in my opinion, could happen to me. It's like Weezy. No bullshit. My name is Weezy on Netflix. You watched Wives with Knives. Would you like to watch Evil Genius? Yes. Oh, you watched Murdering Husbands. Would you like to watch that? Yeah. Would you like to watch Foot Felons? Yes, I would.
Wow.
And that is absolutely a fucking Netflix.
Wait, is it really?
No, but it could be.
Oh wow.
I'm saying,
Foot felons.
bruh.
So it is crazy. I didn't want the whole episode to be about feet, but what's crazy is if you look up foot fetish news or feet in sex. So I was looking up a vanilla shit, and there was actually a guy who got charged and had to pay a $1,500 fine because he scared his coworker into taking off her shoe for his foot fetish pleasure.
Bruh, he deserved to pay that fine.
saying there's a bug in your shoe, and it came out that So he actually got fined. And then there are a lot of. Oh, did you see it?
Yeah.
Look, you do that fast.
He got assault and battery.
Man charged with assault after tricking women into taking off their shoes to satisfy foot fetish.
Wow.
What's the creepiest thing you ever done when it's came to sneak in like a look at a foot?
I don't sneak.
He said, "Just take your shoe off, bitch."
No. What I mean, like, have you ever like been at the DMV and you look down and you're like, oh shit? Like, what's a moment you knew when you were like being bad looking at feet?
Being bad?
Like you knew it was like a non-consensual like stare down, but they didn't know because we used to niggas looking at
consensual stare down.
like, for example.
I mean, if they have open toe, if the toes is out, like
Bitch, you out here.
Yeah, nothing is
It's okay to
non-consensual.
look.
Like,
Bruh.
what are you getting your toes done for?
There's a bar by my damn, I can't even say the name. It's the one I got your ID from. And there's a dude who is outside of it. He goes, "Can I talk to you for a second? You live around here, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I always see you. I'm blah, blah, blah." So he shakes my hand. He was like, "And boy, am I sad for the wintertime." And I was like, "Right?" And he was like, "'Cause you always wear some nice shoes." And I'm
That's
like,
funny.
he means my feet. Listen,
He's
niggas
winning.
didn't kill me.
That's a G right there.
I want to shout out to
Salute.
Mr. Duffy. I was
That's
on
a
the
G.
phone with him. This happened by my house, and I'm not gonna lie. And this happened after we shot, so I shouldn't have been bugged out. But I had on my favorite Adidas slides,
Oh boy.
and I'm walking from what's old boy. You think everything I do is so ratchet?
No,
I can't
no,
talk
no.
about my Adidas
I
slides.
said she put them slides on.
Oh, damn!
I'm like,
Yo.
the nigga wanted to fuck your feet in the slides. But go ahead.
No, seriously.
you were so
I'm
south,
walking-
yo.
I
Oh
don't care.
my
I love
God.
my Adidas slides. So I'm leaving New York and Company. actually before we shot with Essence. So I'm leaving New York and Company, and I'm on the phone setting up a photo shoot with another photographer. And we're on the phone, and this guy is like, Miss. And I'm like, I'm on the phone right now. So I'm thinking he's trying to holler at me. He's like, no offense, can I take a picture of your foot?
No, he didn't.
I swear to God, if I could call Mr. Duffy right now, Mr. Duffy was on the phone. I said, this nigga just asked me to take a picture of my foot while I'm on the phone. I'm thinking he's trying to holler. I'm about to say, this my nigga on the phone. He's like, no, I just want to take a picture.
I got the biggest question
You
right
said
now.
no, right?
Yes, I said no, because I didn't know what was going to happen
question.
with these feet.
That was my question.
And I'm just like, no, I'm on the phone. Thank you. Like, and just kept walking. But I'm just like, this nigga stopped me in my bitch purple Adidas slides, bitch.
Well, you must have had the coconut oil left from
no,
the damn foot
bitch.
shoot.
No, I had my white toes, but he asked me while I was going to take a picture of my feet. So I think it's really weird that even though we're weirded out, even after I did a photo shoot, I was still just like, my feet, nigga.
I guess I'm just not ready for it. Like,
You need to invite her to the next shoot.
Oh,
No,
Straight like that.
No, you can take pictures of your feet too.
I don't want
It
to.
was
Oh, my
crazy.
gosh.
Crazy. So he posted the pictures from my photo shoot, and it's so funny.
Oh,
because,
this has already started something with niggas was tagging me. When you next, bitch?
Words.
yeah. So
Let's go. Let's make it happen.
He posted the video that you guys just saw onto his page, and I went to read the comments. Mind you, my face is nowhere in the video.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And
That
there's
was funny.
someone leaving comments like, I just know this is a beautiful woman based off of her feet. And if you hold
Let me
on,
see.
your videos look so good. I always find it odd that most of the no. Go down. I know she had to be bad, yo. And I think that you responded. He's like, and you said, how could you tell? Good question, but a woman with feet that looks that nice hopefully has a pretty face. I really want to see it.
I hope so.
So I wanted to ask you.
I didn't want to tag
God,
your
I'm
page.
coming up there
It's
for one
fine.
day. Just
You
It's
sure?
fine. Yeah,
You're gonna get a lot of.
That's fine. You could tag it.
scroll all the way down.
As far as that goes.
I always
Yeah.
find that most of us photographers don't shoot quality video.
So I
He's
want.
like, we're just
Shout out
out here
Fetish
trying to get
Media,
our
my
rocks
dude.
off, but you have a craft and an art.
I do want to ask you for the men, because we do have a lot of male listeners. For the men who are into feet, and maybe even the women, how do you bring this to your partner? What is the conversation you have, and how does that start?
I wouldn't make it a conversation. I just like slowly incorporate it in the
Start
bedroom.
buying her shoes. That's my suggestion.
That's good, but like slowly incorporated it in the bedroom, like that position you just was talking
Bruh,
about with the
that
feet on your
position.
chest,
That's
just
what-
slightly,
get these niggas
just
to
moving.
do what they want.
Word.
All right, let's talk
move
about
them up to the face. You know what I mean? Like suck on the toes.
So you're okay with moving feet to the face before asking to move feet?
No,
to the
I mean
face?
if we're in the sexual act like that, like yeah, test the waters. That's called testing the waters.
That's what we
toes,
Yeah, but niggas don't want fingers in their ass. Like that ain't testing the waters.
mean-
You gotta ask for it first. So
Listen.
for
That's
feet-
that's totally different. You could just pull it away and say
Totally.
no, as opposed to it. Come on, there we go. TOE. Go ahead. Nah, but that's totally different.
totally
Yeah,
different.
fingers in the booty as opposed to feet in the face. Totally different.
Yo,
Yeah, I mean, we literally ask lick ass or suck toes.
That's
How there's a
crazy.
difference?
I gotta ask the fellas: lick ass or suck toes? I gotta ask.
Lick ass.
Whoa.
See,
You
you
too?
too, Benson?
look,
No, I-
it's
I-
just saying
I lick ass.
50-50.
What?
So
Why are you
why wouldn't you
50-50?
suck on toes?
I don't know. I've never been into it. You know, it's interesting that you said that. Like, usually it starts when you're young.
It definitely
And
does.
I never got an appeal upon that. But I mean, I've sucked toes before. It's not.
So
crazy
I'm
to
gonna
me.
be honest with you. My distaste for feet came from being a child. My dad is Jamaican,
Oh no.
and them feet, and he used to wear the Jamaican sandals all the time with his mesh t-shirt and shorts. And his feet used to be the grayest, most ashiest, just most ugly feet. And my mama
Well, we're
used to
used
always
to feet not being
my
a pretty
mama
sight.
used
That's
to-
why when you see it, you're like, oh.
So here's the thing. My mama used to always talk about how ugly my daddy's feet was. And then when she would be with us, she'd be like, ooh, and you got your daddy feet. So I never found attraction to my feet at all. I used to actually always want to hide them. And even when I was in high school, open toe shoes weren't my thing. I used to love a pointed toe heel. And I used to wear heels in high school, but I loved a pump. A pump was my thing. So as I started just showing my feet off more now and seeing that men liked it, it was just like, ooh, I got
You know
something
what? This
here.
might be one of my favorite
And
episodes.
You know what's
honestly.
crazy? It's
just-
like that for a lot of women too. Like a lot of women like hate their feet. And there's most of the time, like 85% of the time, they're the ones with the prettiest feet that hate their feet.
That's wild
Yeah.
to me.
Weird.
Have you ever been with anyone either sexually or intimately, and they've wanted a lot of attention to your feet?
No, actually, Beard Bay was like really the only one, and that shit
He's
was
kind of scary though. You
Why?
gotta go for it, bro. Go for it.
Look, he's
No,
like,
no,
"You
no,
gotta
but
go
that
for
was
it."
like our second time having sex.
Okay, now
But I
it's
mean,
an
a
open
year
thing?
later, like, no, that nigga be into them shit, especially when they white toes. When we went to Miami, he was so happy, bitch. And then we were in a throuple, so it was like both
4
fucking-
feet. Foot.
But
I mean,
Damn it.
4 feet.
4 feet.
Four
Feet is the plural,
4 feet.
so it wouldn't be feet.
2 pairs of foot. 2 pairs. What?
2 pairs of
The
feet.
feet.
2 pairs of feet?
Yeah.
You are not confused by
When do
this.
we say foot? Oh, when it's just
When it
One
should have
foot.
won.
Okay.
Other than that, no.
Damn, you
I
haven't
have had
lived.
dudes just put them in their mouth, and I'm just like,
And I used to not like that. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like
That's
that because
one
I
thing
feel like I'm
don't
gonna
like.
hit the tooth.
I don't like that. When I was in Vegas, not this last time, but another time before, I did have sex with someone that I've known, oh my God, for a long time. This was our first time having sex. And we were just laying down talking about fucking Atlanta back in 2009 and all of our mutual friends and shit like that. And I moved my foot across from him and started jacking his dick off with my foot. This was one of the first times.
What made you do that? You just want to just do it? Like, fuck it, let me see,
See,
what the
that
hype
I
is
do
about.
all the time because I'm
he-
bored.
And he didn't move it. So while I was doing it, it was getting hard in my foot. And I was just like,
Y'all should see her face right
I
now.
told him, I was like, oh, you like this?
You should see your face,
So
nigga.
it's crazy.
Fire.
So it's crazy.
Fire.
I literally had to cuss him out though, because I posted of course with my photos on Instagram. I try to include my feet as much as possible, and so I posted
Smart.
your picture of my foot, and he went on there talking about, I remember these, and I cussed him out because even though it's just my foot, I know what we did with my feet, and now I feel like that's like you saying my tits are nice. And it's because I gave you a boob job. I don't know. Like
Oh
then
my
I don't even want the attention brought to my feet. I don't know. Is that bad?
I mean,
That
I
is
think
bad.
ownership on any body part is just weird when niggas be like, that's mine, unless like you my nigga. But because like dudes tell me this they pussy all the time, and I just be like, okay.
I'm dead.
I was gonna say the foot job thing. I do that all the time,
Lit. Fire.
only because I'm watching TV. So on my bed, it's in the corner. My TV's in front of the bed, so like I like to lay on the side. So like if I'm just ready to get fucked, I just start putting my feet on a nigga dick. But I don't even think they
Fire.
give a fuck.
I do like doing that. I did want for those of you who are a little bit more on the vanilla side of foot fetishes, there is a list of things to try. Of course, pedicures, so you guys can go together and get pedicures. That is something to start maybe the conversation of foot fetishes. Foot selfies. Sexy selfies are a great tease, so why not a sexy selfie of your feet? If your partner has a thing for feet, send them an enticing photo. This can also be with shoes or hosiery as well. Shoe play. If you like feet, odds are shoes do something for you as well. Start by kissing your partner's shoes at the toes around the ankle. You can lick through any strands or even take a swipe at the sole. And then, of course, foot massage and tickling. Then you get up to the foot kissing and toe sucking. Then it's the foot job and the foot worship. Do you agree with? Do you agree with
That's
all
what
of
happens
those
right when that toe gets to my mouth.
Those are some good.
things? Take it out.
So like I'm gonna be real. I don't think I could suck toes. I couldn't.
I'm
I
not-
did watch Mandii suck feet.
Don't do this. It was my homegirl's foot. I don't
Why
think
are you saying it was my homegirl?
Fire.
She
because
cool.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could suck a woman's toe before I could suck a man's toe.
Don't get me wrong.
That's a big seller, by the way.
She didn't
It
have
is.
Girl on girl foot worship.
Oh, see, I might be able to do that. We might do that for the OnlyFans. But I can suck my friend's toes. But the nigga toes, especially because I deal with guys who are like 6'3" plus. So at one point they were an athlete. Okay, and the way their feet are set up.
Hold on, wait. You would be willing to suck toes on OnlyFans with your face in it?
Fire.
Maybe I'll do like the ski mask trick. I be seeing people with ski
But
masks.
it's you.
You right.
Cause I feel like I'd rather a nigga come on.
There's
my
ways
feet than
around
me
that.
come in
There's
my-
ways around
There's
it.
ways around
See,
that.
he got editing, bitch.
Just like
It's just my mouth,
Word. There we go.
and then you don't see my face.
There you go.
And I ain't got no tattoos on my face, bitch. I ain't 6'9".
But are you selling your feet like?
You can't see me.
Aren't you selling
I
them
do a
as
turtleneck and
Mandii?
all. So we talked about this as well. They do care about sometimes the person who the foot is attached to, but they still do like a nice foot. So
yes and no.
They do care about the porn stars, you know. So that's why I like to share my Christmas and my Thanksgiving. They care.
they do.
I mean, your question is it like you mean showing the face and all that?
So
Showing
her
face?
thing is, if they're on my OnlyFans, they're there for me.
I feel like the attachment to Mandii is going to elevate like the sales, right? Like, okay, you see the girl, so you know she's pretty already, or her body type, or whatever. And not to mention, like, even like listeners of the show, the attachment for it being Mandi's feet is going to like elevate your shit.
Yeah, but like I said, there's a whole community that would just
they don't even care about.
They don't
face.
care about face. Like, there's a lot of models on here, and they got like K's behind their number on Instagram, and they don't even show their face. They just strictly show feet.
Literally just feet.
Just feet.
If you guys want,
how good are them feet? Let me see one.
All right.
I like this one. With
Tell us your favorite foot page.
Go to this one. Yeah, that.
Which one?
Up. Yeah.
Her?
Yeah. Go to
I
her
love
page.
Those feet are nice. Oh,
her foot page?
Yeah.
Yep.
She's tagged in the photo.
So
shout out Sienna. Yeah, but I'm saying like she doesn't show her face
her shit
at
is
all.
private.
Oh.
But you see the numbers in the following. Like,
wait, there's her main page. Oh.
She don't show her face at
Also,
all.
quick question. Why did Mandi's page you think got deleted? Like,
I blame the barbs. She talks so much shit. You talk so much shit.
but why would her foot, even fuck the barbs, why would her feet get deleted over another? So why are they not reporting the girl with 20,000?
My page got deleted twice.
Okay, your page got deleted too.
Tell her what you told me initially, even when I set it up, when the first page got deleted.
Oh yeah, I told her don't talk in the DMs.
Don't talk in the DMs.
Don't what else? There's a lot of stuff. Certain hashtags are banned, so
because
they will come at that.
Like what?
There's
like
like
Fetish Nation?
Like Foot Job and
all of that.
Them Foot Fetish Nation people be in my shit, bitch. I be
Same.
Cater to your foot people,
I do
yo. Stop playing.
To
Go to my page real quick. I want to know what foot picture you see.
Nah, I mean, I probably scrolled all the way down, and you probably like had a full body picture or something like that.
Niggas is fucking looking at.
I'm not logged in, so
Scroll out.
it's only gonna go so far.
I know they ain't verifying me. I posted that video
That's
of them
crazy.
bitches fighting with the dog.
Yo, blow up her notifications and tell her to do a foot shoot for real. Like,
Damn,
stop
that
playing.
is cut right off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you
Word, like,
bitch.
Oh,
they're here. Go to Ash. You gotta stop cutting your
yeah,
feet
like
right
no,
here.
she does that on purpose. I could tell.
I do it on purpose.
Yeah, right there. I could
foot.
check out. Right there, I could see the alignment.
You know what's crazy?
The shape of your nail beds, I could tell.
I was taking pictures in Mexico with my homegirl B. Shout out to B.
You know what's?
And I told her,
That's nuts.
I said, make
There's not
sure
even
you
nail
get the
polish.
feet. I'm like, make sure you get the feet in the pictures. Like when my friends
You
take
smart.
pictures of me anywhere,
smart.
I'm like, girl, you cut off the feet. We got to take these again.
No,
You see, these are the
people,
girls we
after
like,
I posted
just like
this
that.
picture, if you notice, this is the last picture where you could see my feet, and then I cut it off 3 times. Niggas was wilding, and I was really freaking out because I was like, I'm about to get fucking deleted or some shit. First off, what's even
That's
more
a nice picture, by the way.
Thank you.
It is a nice picture.
I took it in. Vinny took that to me in Morocco. What's crazy about it is I was like swimming a lot, and so like I had white toes. I took it off. The amount of niggas that talked about me not having polish, that was wild to me. I hate my toes without nail polish.
So I was gonna ask,
and they were like, "This never happens."
Do you see that people also ask for toes without polish?
Yeah, they be like, yo, send them nudes. Yeah.
Yo, shut up. Yo, shut up.
Wow.
Yo, shut up.
That's the slang, yo.
That's the slang.
Word.
I'm done.
That's the
Yo,
slang.
send them nudes.
Scroll down again.
I do want to get into.
It's only gonna let me go so far.
What my profitability is. Scroll more. Let me see what I'm told at.
Weezy,
toes is
you
not
are
there.
playing.
Yeah,
Weezy is
there.
playing. Nah,
They're
they're
not
there.
there.
They're there.
And so I guess I want to talk.
underneath.
I want to talk about that
dog.
again. So Raquel Savage talked about it just a little bit on our Patreon episode. But Sesta is real, and
Oh my gosh.
because they know that feet are a sexual nature
Mm-hmm.
or derived in turning people on. They are banning foot models.
Yes.
Foot fetish. The hashtags are becoming limited. And so, yeah, when I set up my page, he's like, don't use certain hashtags. He said, if anyone's in your DMs even soliciting cash for it, I guess Instagram can even pick up on that.
They have an algorithm where they pick up
that
like
makes
keywords
sense.
and stuff like
Keywords,
that.
even in the DMs, ladies. So if you are looking to profit for this is something that you told me focus on Twitter, because Twitter hasn't yet got to that.
Like
probably 'cause they're not on
Instagram is like
Facebook.
more of like a promotional thing. Like, you know what I mean? pictures of the feet, keep it PG or whatever, but direct them to
You can't even have an
your
OnlyFans
website or
link
whatever.
in your Twitter and your Instagram.
I don't think so.
Yes, not anymore.
I don't think so.
So that's another thing that Raquel told us, as far as even putting your OnlyFans link in your bio, you can lead to
Is
getting.
there a way
getting your page
of
deleted.
I wonder if Instagram is like this because like you know how Twitter, if you're not 18 plus, you don't see certain shit. So I just joined Twitter this summer, and I guess I didn't. It said, "Do you want to see certain content?"
Yeah, there's ways to censor
So
it.
I clicked no accidentally. Didn't know how to redo it. I never saw porn on my feed.
My shit is disgusting.
So now that I
I'm
fixed it,
hoping that they
my
bring that to
page
Instagram.
is
So I'm
filthy.
thinking I can understand why they wouldn't want OnlyFans. If kids can't find a way to block out of shit, I get it. I totally get it.
I ain't even gonna hold.
But
you.
I figure I put my age on Instagram. Like,
I mean, there's old people that don't want to see that shit. It don't matter your age. Like, there's still even adults. I'm not gonna lie. I be on a train and my page is full. I follow mad OnlyFans people and shout out Ms. B Nasty. I'll be on the goddamn train and her legs are behind her head with her pussy wide out with a dildo going in and out. The person next to me, I just know sees it, and it's just like my timeline is disgusting.
no, this is a Twitter. It's an app. Yeah, it's an app. I know you're 100 years old, but this is an app. I'm sorry that you had to see it. Like, that is legit.
I know.
I got a video once. It was a dude jerking off, and I was on the train. And this was when I first moved to New York, and the girl that was sitting next to me caught me like turning her face, and I was like, well, "We're in it together now. So, fuck it, let's look."
Before we get out of here, I want to go ahead and get into our hoe mail. This is the older we get, and I wanted to actually pick this for having you because it's talking about kinks as you get older and going back to being normal. We use the word normal quite a bit, even with the foot fetish kink. So it says, "Hey, Weezy and Mandii, I am writing in as one of your faithful listeners that happens to be a bit mature, and I absolutely love your show. My husband and I are in our 40s, been married for over 15 years, and we are finding that the older we get, the freakier and kinkier we get. In the course of a year, we have gone from visiting a sex club, Colette in New Orleans, as spectators, to joining a local club for us to meet new people, to now, I think we have a girlfriend that we just had an amazing night of hot sex with. We met her through the local group that we joined, chatted with her for a while before we finally met up with her, and OMG, that shit was so damn sexy. This was the first time my husband and I had sex with another woman in the mix, and this was her first time in threesomes as well. The night started out slow with us just talking and drinking to get to chill out a bit. She first said she wanted to just watch us make out, but about 20 seconds into watching, she just jumped right in, and that shit was fire. All the sucking and fucking that went on was amazing to say the least. She told us that she only wanted to be with us and no other couple. So now we're wondering at this point in our lives, how do we even go back to quote-unquote normal, if there is such a thing? We all have kids, family, and jobs where we have to be discreet, but we are really at a point of no return, and this shit feels so good. However, feels like we're living a double life. Signed, I think we have a girlfriend now.
I don't really get why you got to go back to normal. I'm confused. What?
Because again, our show is people look at all of these things as taboo. She said we all have families, we all have jobs. I guess she's looking at maybe how she's going to be judged if she now brings a girlfriend to Thanksgiving and says, "Hey, we're both fucking her." Like, there's still a stigma.
I mean,
surrounding
here's the
all of
thing,
this.
like, how to go back to normal. Telling people your sex life isn't normal, right?
Agreed.
But telling people your personal life is. Being that you know it's already like more taboo. There's a show that came out on Netflix, The Politician. Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it, no.
So for you guys that have watched it, one of the women that is trying to be governor or whatever is in a throuple with two guys. And one of which was it Olivia's dad from Scandal? It was a black dude, I don't remember. But long story short, she's in a throuple and she's like so scared for the secret to get out because she knows she won't be, elected.
Right.
I can totally understand as a civilian person wanting to keep a throuple under wraps. And I think that if you're worried and in fear for your kids that it could be, that you should. Like, I don't really have kids. I mean, I don't really have kids. I don't really have a fear.
In your throat. No, I'm just like,
Oh, wow.
I
Fire.
really got kids.
Fire.
I had an abortion. And that's really what that means. No, I think what I'm trying to say is
Jesus.
just Taking the whole.
I mean, I don't really have a fear of being judged.
Okay.
As far as it comes to my love life. Like, I could be with an ugly nigga and hold that motherfucker like he's Brad Pitt.
Live your truth, man. Live your truth.
I really don't care. Like, if I'm happy with something, like, and that's why it makes it easy to be vulnerable on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? There's someone that's going to laugh about me being emotional and someone who hugs me when they meet me for it and thanks me. So I think that what's a different thing is if I had someone else to care for, if I had children or if I had a community or like a larger family that I was worried about that with, I would keep it private. And I know that you probably expect me to be like, fuck them, da 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 da. But I think that our personal choices can affect the people that we care about way too much. And if I had kids and I was worried about what that would mean if this person wouldn't be in my life, then yes, I would keep it under wraps. Now, I think as time goes on and you realize what this person will mean to you, then yes, maybe you should. But it sounds like it's early if I'm like...
So that's my thing. I agree with you just because it's early. But to me, I think it becomes harder mentally to keep things private or secret that make you so happy. So I know I felt like I was living a double life when I was an accountant and having to leave the studio. I used to say I had a doctor's appointment knowing I was coming to the studio. So there was a part of me when I first started my job that, you know, made me unhappy that I had to hide what I loved so much with doing this show at work. And so that living a double life can definitely beat down on your mental health. So I could see to where she's like, damn, this is really dope. And I feel like I can't share it with anyone because of what people may think. So I think that that's maybe a conversation that she should have with her partner to see how serious this can get, how long they feel like this can last, and also maybe to just maybe start having side conversations with her family members or the people that she feels like she's going to
I want to know what they look like so bad. Whoever's listening, I didn't know what you said your name was, but please send us a picture of the three of you. I think that would be so dope. We're obviously not going to share it, but
yeah,
I was going to say the reason I can agree to that, it wasn't so much with work. It was more so like, there are moments that I'll share with lovers that I'll want to post. Like, you know, when you're with your friends and you're so excited to see them that you'll post them, or they do something hilarious and you post it. I don't post lovers in fear that they'll be scrutinized or it's just violating their privacy.
Same.
The only reason I did it with Scissors is because I was already out with her when I lived in Orlando, so whatever. But I still didn't tag her. Like,
right.
It was this thing where I'm always so worried. When I was away with Beard Bay, I was like, yo, I wanted to...
Yeah, we got all these nicknames.
Fuck. Nah, another nigga. Old Bay seasoning. God damn. When we were on vacation, I swear to God, the nigga was doing something hilarious on this island, and it was almost about to happen. And then all I thought to myself was like, there it goes. This dude is like, it's a wrap. Some girl that maybe he used to fuck, whose friend saw it, is gonna write him about it. Just totally takes it another way. And it's like, it really ruins the preciousness of what you have. Like, just learn to keep good things quiet. People always can't wait to tell you, like, oh, da-da-da-da. Like, it's just, when you're excited about things, we've got to learn how to internalize them more and share them with people that we hold near and dear.
I agree. I'm not going to lie. That's been a thing with me recently, even with this podcast. A lot of people have been writing in. Weezy did a post asking what more you guys want to see us talk about. And there were a ton of comments on our Patreon and just regular that you guys want to hear more of our personal lives. As if we don't share enough. But over the last couple months, I have been dating and talking to different people that I haven't even made mention to on this podcast. I don't think I even want to. A part of me has felt so vulnerable and open on this podcast that for a moment, I felt like I didn't have anything to myself.
Me too.
I felt like I shared everything on this platform. Every time I'm meeting people, they're asking about my lovers or my friends. I post my friends all the time. I'm on social media. And so even with me just now dating new people, I just mentioned scientists. There's a creative in New York I'm talking to as well. And that's been going on. And I haven't brought them up. They're probably not going to get nicknames on here either, just because I want to see how it is to just
sometimes
keep
I feel like
myself.
It's always something to be said about tainting something. It's like when you have a job interview, like just shut the fuck up till you get it sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
But I was out the other night having this fucking amazing dinner, and I remember my instant reaction was take a picture or something, right? It's so fucking corny to me when people can't go to a like fine dining restaurant and not take a picture. But like I had that, I didn't post all day, and like enjoyed the fuck out of my day.
Yeah.
And I don't know where we get this like obsession with having to overshare, but we've got to learn to do way less of it.
Yeah, society really changed a lot, man.
Yeah. I want to ask you back to the home mail. She mentioned, how do we go back to being normal? Do you feel like even with you having a foot fetish that you want to disown it sometimes because you feel
why? I'm normal. I'm normal. Ain't no going back to.
Some people might claim it's not normal.
Ain't no going back to normal. Like I'm normal. Like this is me. Like I live my truth, so I don't really. There's no going back.
Shit. I do like that.
Yeah.
There's no going back to like normal. Like this is me.
So
Take it or
there's
leave
your
it.
advice, girl. You're not normal anymore. There's no return. I'm not gonna lie. Once I done pegged a nigga in the ass, I feel like I can't go back either. So, I mean, I cannot do it. But
I can't go back either.
I mean, there's no going back. But I want to thank you so much for coming and having this conversation with us. I hope that you guys now look at feet normally because it's normal.
Probably not Weezy, but okay, we good.
I'm gonna be real with you. After an
blow
hour,
up her notifications and tell her to shoot, man.
Oh,
she'll have a whole different
they about
outlook
to
on feet.
Nah, them niggas gonna get My agent deadass was like, we all applied for, and by we I mean Whoreible Decisions, the page, Mandii, me, like, well at least I told him, I was like, help us get verified, whatever. He hit me up after I got something deleted and was like, bro, can you just stop? Can you just not? And I'm like, well, I'm never gonna get verified because I can't shut the fuck up. And if y'all come with my footprint shit,
oh my god,
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Nah.
They gonna
if I'm doing
put the footprint emojis on my shit. I'm telling you, my nigga, Instagram gonna be like, oh word. If they was, you said the peach emoji is getting people.
So
banned.
the peach emoji, the eggplant emoji, the drip wet emoji. If any of those are tied to sexually explicit content or you meaning it in a sexual way, that comment can be deleted and you risk your Instagram being deleted as well. This is how much SESTA and Instagram and Facebook are now censoring not only sex workers but us just openly discussing sex.
Have y'all done a show about SESTA?
We just did for our Patreon.
We've covered it briefly,
but not in depth. We probably should.
Yeah, should. That would be so dope.
So if any of our listeners know anyone who's involved with knowing more of the law terms in SESTA.
The law terms.
I mean,
nah, it really is. It's a whole movement.
Bitch, I took business law. That shit was like Chinese.
Help me.
You know what I mean? I hated law.
Mandii is trying to get these feet published.
Word.
No, by the way, I do want to say though, I am not kink shaming with feet. I just think this shit is funny to joke about.
Get at her notifications, please.
It's just too many like good like jokes with this. Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna take a walk out of here, and I have to go pee.
Okay,
but
I'll close out. Please
join our Patreon. Bye.
So where can our listeners check you out?
On Twitter, Mr. Photographer.
Spell it. Spell it again.
You funny. MRFOOTOGRAPHER.
And then if you guys are interested, if you're in the New York City area and you want to become a foot model, you can hit him up.
You need to post them foot pics again.
I know. I am going to post my foot pics. I got you.
So they can reach me.
Well, he is tagged on our Whoreible Decisions page. So that's Whoreible_Decisions. I guess we didn't ask this. I do want to ask you real quick. And you could say it varies, it's fine. What are the normal rates? How much do you charge to take pictures of feet if someone wanted their...
It depends if you want to do like a theme, if you want to do just like regular foot pictures, if you want to do like the visuals that they just showed, it varies. So just hit me up and I'll let you know.
Okay. Also, I am going to be shooting some more. So I'll put the link in the description of this episode, but you guys can check my OnlyFans. It's onlyfans.com/fullcourtsouls. That's SOLES. It finally got verified. I had to like send in my ID and all that shit.
Nice.
But I'll be posting more photos of my feet and videos and content like that. If I get to the point of a foot job, I don't know. In my mind, I'm already telling him it's going to be kind of vanilla to start with. But if you guys are interested, it is, again, onlyfans.com/fullcourtsouls. I want to thank you for tuning in. Also,
thank you.
And you know what? If you guys are patrons, I'll go ahead and post some of your content on our Patreon. I post porns. And also, like I said, if you guys are into foot fetishes, if you go to Mr. Photographer's page on Twitter, he does have clips for sale. So you guys can see a whole bunch of nut coming on toes.
Oh my gosh.
What that is, it's nut on toes. I don't know what to say. I want to thank all of our patrons as well. for all of the support. Next week, guys, we will be in motherfucking Boston. So check us out in Boston. I know I'm realizing there's black people there because those tickets are selling fast. I didn't know black people lived in Boston. But I'm excited to see everyone in the Beans. Is it Beantown? That's Beantown, right?
Yeah.
Hey. And yes, so for all of our patrons, for those of you who are not and all caught up and need more horrible decisions, join us at patreon.com/horrible decisions. You get 3 bonus episodes every month. This is also one of the only places that you can get merch, unless you get our tour merch at one of our shows. I'm super excited. Weezy just started a group chat for our top tier patrons. Again, we're asking for feedback. I post porns that I like, and we get real intimate on discussing past guests, our thoughts. Weezy opens up more about her personal life there. So if you guys really want to support the brand, you guys can go ahead and become patrons at patreon.com/horrible decisions. We are going to leave you with a 5-minute bonus clip. So if you like what you hear, go ahead once again and join us at patreon.com/horrible decisions. This has been yet another episode of Horrible Decisions. Bye. Thanksgiving is coming up. Christmas is coming up. Weezy, you have 3 boyfriends. I have none. So I wanted to talk about how you go about discussing holiday time, gifts. Do you spend it with them? When you're splitting time between 3 men and me, I'm
2 men locally. There's 1 guy that doesn't live here, but I'm always his.
Y'all travel.
And that's beard.
So I just wanted to know, because there is an awkward conversation if you're in the in-between phase where you're not boyfriend and girlfriend, but you are, but maybe you're not. And also as someone who's single,
by the way, I don't have literal boyfriends, guys, but I am dating 2 people. 3, sorry. But 1 doesn't live here. It doesn't count.
So here's my question to you. With Christmas coming up, and we talked about this last year, and you kind of shaded me for it. You're kind of dating them, but they're not your boyfriends. Are you buying all 3 gifts for Christmas this year?
Well, I expect gifts from 2 of them. So I'll buy those 2 gifts.
Okay.
And I actually... God, I don't even want to name the puppy. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't even want to.
Wait, you want a dog?
No. I mean, like, name the puppy by the person. Like, I'm not naming the puppy right now, but all I'm saying is those 2 people have been in my life for a longer amount of time. So I feel like, yeah, you have to get me a gift. And I love gift giving. It's my love language, though. But I was considering this one particular, with Old Bay season, and I'm like, okay. I met him in January. We started fucking in the summertime.
Right.
Are we getting each other gifts? Here's why I'm confused. So I would say I'm casually dating this person.
Okay.
I went to Atlanta 2 weeks ago. This was not a trip we took together.
Right.
Okay? I want to make that very clear. But he has family that lives there, and he was there. So it was like, yo, we linking up. Let's go out. We went out. We had a great time. Scissors was there too. It was super chill. Whatever. The next day, it was an invite to his family's house. And I was like, okay. Slept there. And then when I woke up that morning, it was like, oh, are we going to see you? Done a thing. You know what I mean? And I was like, ooh, is this a thing? Is this a thing? And then that made me, no bullshit, fucking speed track to Christmas. And I was like, oh, you gave me a gift. That's what I was like, how could you not?
Right.
But also, like, there's 2 ways about this. 1, you're in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta. We fuck in New York. That's ironic. We should have sex while we're here. That's really what that was. Is that why you invited me to your family's house? Or did you invite me to your family's house because you wanted them to know who I was and you wanted them to meet me?
Is this a conversation that you had with him?
No, but
why not? Why,
I said this one thing.
Why not?
Okay, I said this.
No. Fuck the one thing you said. Why was this not a conversation
because,
you had?
Bro, there's too much weight with that, and I don't like serious things. It gets on my. But we did talk about something a little briefly. I was having such a good time with one of his family members that he said while we were out, he was like, "Yo, you gotta come." I don't even want to say the city. I really don't want nobody to know who this nigga is, but he was like, "You gotta come to blah 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 for Christmas. We be lit." And I was like, "Excuse me? Did you just invite me to Christmas, nigga?" He was like, yo, you good people, I'm good people. I'm just saying it's a lit situation. It ain't got to be no, like, me, my mama thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the next day we're talking about it. I'm like, I know you were drunk because you brought up me spending Christmas with you. He was like, I wasn't drunk. I'm just saying it would be cool.
I'm like, well, if you want me to meet your mom, you need to make it a thing. Don't just say I'm popping up. I don't like that.
Right.
He said, dead to my face, nigga. I don't even know why you acting like this. This is how shit happens. Boom, you meet family, then you meet my mama, then you my girlfriend. And I was like, actually, that is how shit happens. No bullshit. Anytime I started spending time with a nigga with my family, it was like, okay, that's my man. But also, like, I don't want one of those.
You don't want a boyfriend, but you have 3.
No, I'm dating great people.
Okay, I'm just trying. Okay.
I don't want one. And I know he the type of nigga to be like, you better cut them niggas off.
It's weird because, like, the last 2 years, 24/7 has gotten gifts. He won't be getting one this year just because I'm randomly getting a gift for one of my other hoes, but it ain't cost me nothing.
How random?
What do you mean, how random?
Like, what do you mean randomly got him a gift?
So basically,
Like,
You knew he liked it.
so well,